welcome to the Industry Show. My name is James Winborn, and today I'm here with April and Tammy. Thank y'all for being my guests.
Hey, good morning.
Hi.
How are y'all? How are y'all? So, Tammy, you've been here before, so I'm going to skip this part of the question for you and give it to April.
Okay.
April, I would like to know, how did you get into acting?
So, how I got into acting? When I was 19, I was making the journey to become an actual fashion model because have been modeling since I was 9 years old.
Okay.
So I went to New York and I stayed up there for a week, going to all of the different modeling agencies.
Mm-hmm.
So my last day up New York, I went to go visit my grandfather, which lived in Gowanus Projects in Brooklyn, New York.
Okay. Shout out to Brooklyn.
Yes. So me and one of my friends, Jermaine Dupriest, what's up, Jermaine?
Okay.
He was with me, and we was walking over to the bodega.
Mm-hmm.
So at the time, I seen these trailers, all these wires, everything all over the ground.
Right.
So I'm like, well, what's going on here? So we walking over to the store. This guy, he's like, excuse me. He kept trying to get my attention.
Mm-hmm.
So I turned around, started talking to him. He introduced himself, and he told me that they was going to be filming a movie there tomorrow.
Okay.
And he told me the name of the movie. It was Clockers.
Okay.
So he asked me. He said,
Wow.
I would love, for you to, be casted in this movie. I was like, really? So my
No
mind,
experience at all.
none.
Like, just, okay.
It was just me walking across the
Right.
street. So
Look at God. I've
Yeah,
been there
so-
before.
So at the time, my mind was like, oh no, I'm going to be a model. That's what I'm going to be. So I was kind of, upset because I got so many turn downs through the week.
So you was against it at first?
Yeah, I
Okay.
was totally.
Right.
So he said, listen, I said, well, I told him I wasn't interested. He said, well, listen, he said, I would love to cast you for this movie. He said, we're shooting tomorrow. He gave me his business card. And I took it. I said, okay, thank you. He said, please call me. But I told him, I said, well, I'm going back home tomorrow. I was coming back home to Philly.
Right.
So after that, long story short, I didn't stay up for the movie. I didn't call him because I was just so distraught because I had so many turn downs from the different modeling agencies up New York. So once I got home, let's fast forward maybe a year, whatever, maybe sooner than that. I see the movie Clockers is coming out on film.
Right.
I'm like, oh my goodness, I
Could've
can't
been you.
believe this.
Right.
Like I was handpicked literally off the street
Well.
to be in this movie. So from there, I learned not to put myself in a box.
Okay.
'Cause my whole thing was I was just tunnel vision. I'm just going to be this model, and this is just what's going to be, regardless of whatever else come through. This is what I want.
Right.
So with that experience, I learned not to put myself inside of a box. So going forward back into 2009, Q Terrell had asked me to be a part of the movie that was filmed by Jermaine Quick called Concealed Habitat. I thought back to that day when I was walking in Brooklyn and turned down a movie that wound up being in the movies. And I told them, yeah, I would be a part of.
You said that again. You didn't do it again, right?
So that's how it all began.
So that's an awesome story. And I've heard stories like that. People being spotted in like malls and stuff like that. Casting directors walking around looking for people. I guess you're a casting director. You're always looking for individual people, and sometimes people are like you said, had no knowledge of acting, but you look like the person I'm looking for. Right. So that's interesting. I love that story. So did you at that point? And I'm gonna get to you, Tammy, in a minute. But did you at that point? Did you start acting classes or anything like that? Did you really start looking into what it meant to be an actor?
I didn't. I just know when I was asked to be a part of the cast on Concealed Habitat, which I did a short cameo. It was just fun and it became natural to me. But as growing up as a child, I always would mimic different TV shows and things like that, and embody characters.
Right.
So it was all. It feels kind of natural, but I know you always need training constantly.
Right.
But when I started, it just felt so natural, and I was so eager to do it.
Right.
That I feel that I did a great
Okay.
job.
So what? For a question for both of y'all now.
Yes.
So what made the both of y'all fall in love with acting?
Well, I would have to say again, piggybacking off of what I said in other
Other episodes, right?
episodes, Dorothy Dandridge is my great grandmother's first cousin, so it's in the bloodline.
Right.
Then I can recall videos of me in Pampers with a microphone.
Did you bring them today?
I'll have it for you next time. So anyway, for me, it was just basically, I love singing.
Okay.
I thought I was going to be getting Grammys and on American and Music Awards. That was my goal. And like April, I too wanted to be a model.
Okay.
And I was always, going to model and casting calls and things like that. And I did get chosen for some things, but they said, well, you have the body. I didn't have the height for it. So that was destroyed. I was destroyed from
Right.
that. And it was discouraging at the same time. And of course, me being a young mother, that that came first, being a mother. What got me into acting was just, I've been writing plays since I was in elementary school. So actually, as I got older and started being in, little skits and little plays and things like that, that began to build my resume. But then it also began to pull things out of me, because now I'm seeing how it's really done. So over these past, I'm going to say maybe 15 years, I've been in several movies, several plays, being handpicked, like April was,
Right.
being at places, and they're like, hey, we have a look that, that you fit. And I just went for it.
But what
Um,
made you fall in love with acting?
what
'Cause
made
I
me
know you
fall in
love
love?
it. So
What
why
made me
do you
fall
love
in
it?
love
Yeah.
with it was, now I love it even more, because it's more than just being in the camera, because I love the camera,
Right.
but it's learning about the camera. It's learning the different angles. It's
Right.
learning what shot you use for this. Shout out to Eli and Lou Film
Yes.
Factory, because it was there that I learned what a director really does,
Right.
what a AD
AD does.
director.
Yeah.
The great Aid on Slate is my name when I'm working with Slate. And just not, but writing the script. So, I shout out to you, because you sat me down and showed me how to put my own movies together.
Right. Right.
So I mean, just all of that is what made me fall more in love with it, because I'm on both ends of it now.
Okay. April, what about you? What made you fall in love with acting?
So what made me fall in love with acting? The fact that you could take yourself out of yourself and become somebody else,
yeah.
totally different.
Absolutely.
And then when you
I wish I
body
had a
it,
bill. Ding! That's perfect. That was perfect.
Yeah.
and then when you
That's
body
what it is. Yeah.
it makes your adrenaline like, oh yeah, I did that. You get really excited, so you're ready for the next character.
Right.
You're ready for the challenge to become the next character, whether it's comedic, a drama, a sci-fi, a rom-com, whatever.
Right.
You just be ready for that next character, because you did so well bodying somebody that you totally just found out who to be on paper.
Right. Didn't know. Right.
Yeah.
So do y'all find yourself watching your work in amazement like that? I really did that, or that was really. Do y'all watch your work?
Always.
Because some people don't watch their work.
Always.
You do?
I want to see what I
That's
did,
good,
what I
yeah.
can do better,
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
a learning tool as well,
Absolutely. Tammy, do you watch your work?
I watch my work, but I'm trying to not see. I'm trying to unsee what I saw, if that makes any sense.
But why?
Because it's not anything negative, but again, it's one thing to be an actress and like, oh my God, look at me. Oh, that outfit my hair was laying. But then when
You're a
you
tough
are,
critic on yourself. That's what it is, right?
no, not really.
You don't think
not
so?
Really. But no, because I want people to see the messiness. If my hair is,
Well, that's if it's the design for the character.
that's what
That
I'm
doesn't
saying.
mean you're a sloppy person.
No,
Yeah,
not
'cause
at
we know you're
all.
not.
No,
Right.
but that's the beauty of being able to look at your work. And I still look at my movies, and I still am like, wow, my hair really looked nice that day. What did I do that it's not looking like that, or that that outfit? Where is that shirt at?
Right.
It's just certain things that I look at, and and I look at the work. But now, when you are looking for when you're editing and you're looking for certain things to make it perfect, now that's the part that I'm trying to not do when I
Right.
look at my work or anybody else's work. I want to enjoy the movie. I
Right.
don't want to say, "Ooh, I see the camera and the TV." I don't want to do that. I
for the
want to
negative
enjoy
stuff.
it. Yes, I want
No,
to.
because there's a lot of people out here that hate that say I hate my voice. They can't watch it or hear themselves speak. I've run across people like that. So when they're on stage or if it's a play or a movie I'm part of, they don't want the takes again. They don't want to see the takes again because they hate their voice. But it's weirdness out here like that. People are like that, or people that are on radio. Sometimes they don't ever want to hear their voice on radio. Like Some people are like that.
Wow. You know, my uncle was a disc jockey for was it WJJZ
Hmm.
or one of those gospel highway 11.
Hmm.
That's what it was. My uncle, he worked with them for years, and I loved listening to him and his voice, but I wish I would have had this conversation with him,
Hmm.
because now it is something to think about.
Hmm.
But for me, I like to see myself being stretched.
Hmm.
I don't want to I'm not going to go too far out to the left or the right,
Hmm.
but I would like to see myself being stretched. So when I saw myself as an alien in the way that they did the makeup, I was like, wow, that was awesome to me, to see me like
Hmm.
as opposed to, Tiva.
So that your answer just rolled me into my next question. So is there a role for both of y'all that pushed you outside of your comfort zone?
I would have to say the role of the alien.
Hmm.
That definitely pushed me out of my it pushed me out there
So
because
you weren't comfortable playing an alien.
no, I was comfortable with it,
Hmm.
but getting used to those red eyeballs. Oh my gosh, that was hard. So it's not the character, it's probably some of the
So
props.
you never been drunk before, huh? Is that what you're telling me?
No, not at all.
I'm a lady, right? Have you ever had a role like that, April?
So for me, I haven't had a role like that yet.
Mhm.
It may be coming down the pipes,
Right.
but I am loyal to myself.
Hmm.
So if there's a scene or a character that I feel that is not me, that's go against my principles, I just won't do.
Hmm.
Yep.
So that's just
So is it more about you, or is it? I'm glad you said it that way. Is it more about you or your principles? What's
it's,
more
it's more
important?
about my principles.
Principles,
my
right, yeah.
Because you never want to be typecasted.
Right.
So
right.
it's more about principles.
Principles, right? Things you would go against. Like I wouldn't
Yes.
do that. Okay. All right. Do you have any things you would not do? I think we talked about this kind of. What about? I'm gonna ask you, April, that you wouldn't do on film.
Well,
Yeah, she already went. She already went in with hers.
first of all, y'all can squash the sex scenes because
Right.
I'm heavily married.
Right. Absolutely.
That's number one.
Right.
Me too.
Yeah.
Other than that,
Speak it.
I won't do horror. I don't believe in
Mhm.
horror, but that's just me spiritually.
Mhm.
And other than that, I'm good for anything. Just
Right.
no horror and no sexual content.
Okay. So let me ask you all this: if you get a script one day that a role you really want to play, and this is a small part of some things, not maybe exactly a sex scene or something, but would you ask for adjustment to be more comfortable on set
Of course.
because you wanted the role though still? Like I'll do it, but I can't do that individual thing. You would
Right.
do that, right?
Yes.
And hope for
Yeah.
Okay,
You have
yeah.
to compromise. It's
Yeah.
a two-way street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
I think
I'm just thinking because a few months ago I did do a scene that portrayed it portrayed, and I got this at the last minute. I'm like, you what?
portray what sex. You can say the word sex.
Something to that degree.
Okay.
But I was still a lady.
Right.
It was very, very, they adjusted everything.
Okay, right.
So
To
there
make
was
you
the
feel comfortable.
illusion of
Right.
it, but I was like, okay, but I was like, I'm gonna get you for this.
Has this
The
come out
last
yet?
minute.
Has this come out yet?
I haven't seen myself yet.
Oh, I wanted to play the clip. I'm sorry. I'll add it out this way.
We'll see. I'll let you know
But
when.
no, I think
But
that
it's
is
still
very important. I mean, everyone
tasty.
has this level of respect you should have on set for the
Yes.
individual. I mean, at the same time. So tell me, y'all, how did y'all both develop chemistry on set? Because I think y'all are amazing together. So how did y'all develop this chemistry?
Okay, so this is what I feel all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Spirits are real.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're around good spirits,
Mm-hmm.
good spirits connect. When you're around a bad spirit, you can feel it. It's just like vinegar and water.
And water
that
don't mix,
thing.
right.
Yeah. So when
Yeah.
you're around a good spirit, you will connect.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel that this will me and Messy Bestie did. Like, we really connected. We have a lot in common,
Mm-hmm.
and this is how I feel that, from day one,
Right.
we never had I never had an ill feeling like when I
Right.
came around her. And some people I can be around, not that
Right.
I'm perfect,
Mhm.
and you could feel the tension. You could
Yeah.
feel that
Mhm.
something's on them.
Your hair starts standing up when
Yeah,
you're like,
like,
oh,
you
what's
can feel
going
it.
on here?
Yeah, so
Look who just walked in.
the spirits are real,
Right.
and it happens on sets. You can feel it.
What about you? Why do you like her so much?
That's my sister. First of all, you know, it's funny because people walk up to us and ask, "Are we sisters?"
Yep.
Like, we were at a concert and we didn't even know each other was there, you know, but we going live and she's like, "Hey, you here?" Yup, I was sitting over
Oh
here.
wow, that's
And
crazy.
afterwards, we took pictures and we didn't plan it, but our outfits were almost
Yes,
alike.
new edition kind
Oh
of.
wow,
Our
yeah.
outfits were almost alike. I don't know about the hairstyle, but even our makeup, like everything was just alike, you know, and it was just so funny. And I don't even know how I met April. I'm serious. I remember befriending her on Instagram. And then I don't know if it was on set. I'm not sure where we were, but I was like, wait a minute, I know you because
Right.
I'm your Instagram friend. And from there, it just blossomed.
Awesome from
And
there.
then we wound up being on Kiki together.
Mhm.
You know, so everything, God aligns things perfectly.
Yeah.
You know, so
I think, and
how it is.
why I brought that question up because I talked about this before, but chemistry on set is so important.
Yes.
yeah.
In any movie, anything you see on TV, you want to make it look like just real. Like if you went in on this neighborhood or this block, you actually see these people in these homes and stuff.
Right.
And you want, if you supposed to have a married couple, they should look like they married. They should do things that's supposed to be not sex, but you know, it's supposed to be togetherness. Like you're supposed to see them at the table eating and have a family. All that stuff is all about chemistry and chemistry building. So do y'all have a process for building chemistry with people y'all don't know on set?
Well, I'm a people's person. I have always been a people's person, excuse me.
Right.
Ever since I was small. I used to be shy, believe it or not. But I broke out of that shyness and I'm a people's person, you know, and I like to enjoy myself. I like to see people smile, I like to be happy. So with me, I just, you know, keep it neutral, but I also keep it friendly, not too friendly, but you know, just enough to make sure that my environment is cool. Like people won't say, "Oh, she's standoffish," "Oh, she look mad," "She's unapproachable."
Right.
So I just like everybody to be, you know, feel comfortable if that's what you know
Right.
want. And this is what we should be doing on set because we're there for a job, not to
Right.
make, you know, friends. That comes with it. But that's why your personality, your attitude, everything is important.
Right.
And the directors, they look at that.
They
Yeah.
definitely
They
do.
look at
Yeah. Yeah, it's important. So, y'all two being part of the Kiki web series, there's one of my favorite scenes in this first series is the Messy Bessie scene that we talked about, where Tammy, playing by the Jackie character, comes over to your house and she's very annoyed about something. So we're gonna show that scene real quick, and then when we come back, we're gonna talk about it. Okay?
Okay.
All right, Anthony, roll that scene for us.
Come on, girl. Out you home.
Girl, what the hell is wrong with you ringing my doorbell like that? What's wrong with you?
I almost committed a homicide. Move. I need some wine.
Well, come right on in. Who got you all bent out of shape today?
Kiki and that disrespectful Aubrey.
What happened now?
Girl, they basically came in my house and just jumped all over top of me, throwing accusations around, talking about I'm being disrespectful. And Kiki, they like I'm trying to make him choose between him and her.
That don't even sound like her talking like that. Where's all this bad energy coming from?
Yeah, girl, he bringing all that bad energy in my house. Honey, I had to wipe my entire house down with holy oil every day.
Child, you should have poured them oils on him.
Yeah, and watch him burn up like a damn bacon crisp.
Yes.
And then Kiki, she just sitting there, just standing there like a cat sitting on her damn tongue.
But unlike the other day when she was coming at your neck about her father and roly-poly from up the street, girl, I was taken back from that. I thought you was going to jump over that counter.
Girl, I had to compose myself, okay? I almost put my hands on that girl. When she ever disrespect me?
Child, I don't know what she sees in that little boy, but he is no Terrence.
At all. Matter of fact, Terrence came over earlier today.
What? Wow.
See, I did that because I knew Kiki was going to be there.
Oh, Messy Bessie. Oh, my goodness.
But to my surprise, I seen her coming up the driveway. I got all excited. I ran over to the door, opened up the damn door, and Orby standing there.
Oh no!
Just a smiling.
You just can't get rid of him. Wow. Can't get rid of him.
I finally broke down and told Kiana about what really happened between me and her father.
What? Wow.
All right, there you go. So when y'all see that scene, I know it brings back memories of us being on set. Was there any preparation for that? Like, y'all already had the chemistry, so because you was coming off an argument with DeAndre, that's what this scene led up to.
Yes,
A heated argument. So how did you prepare from that transition from that eruption of an argument into you venting like that?
I think, in all seriousness, that there was something that happened in real life that had ticked me off. So I was already on. I was already on go.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So and then of course, when it's a gift, I don't want to sound cocky, but when you're blessed with an acting gift, you can transform into those moods. Because people still say, "Well, how you cry so quick on set?" And sometimes I don't know. It just is.
Right.
So something happened in real life that made me mad, and I was already on go.
Okay.
So it was already in me. Plus, hey, I gotta be mad. I want to make it believable. So here you go.
Okay. So what about you as the person receiving this information? What was your preparation for it?
So my preparation, I was excited for us to, cast the scene because we was waiting, to film because I
Right.
really enjoyed this project. But it's so natural to me because I'm always the ear.
Okay,
I'm
yeah.
always, and I
Right.
appreciate it. I don't mind.
Right.
So I learned how, and with me always being the ear a lot, I learned how to listen and then respond.
Okay.
So
Like a
this-
therapist,
this
right?
something
Like a
yeah, it's
therapist.
something natural to me anyway.
Yeah, okay, April's the therapist there.
They snuck that in there.
Yeah, I just got it from her, just feeling it.
A therapist.
So both of y'all had the chance of being extras on set. So something else I want to talk about. A lot of people don't understand what it's like to be an extra on set. Tell me about what that process is like, and what are some of the things y'all actually go through on set? Because it could be a long time, right?
Yeah. So with me,
On set, I should say, a long time on set.
Yeah, so with me, I had the opportunity to be an extra in Hollywood sets as well as independent sets.
Right? Mhm.
So the difference that I see with of course, everything is a hurry up and wait, and if you think it's not, you better think again.
Right.
So it's always, you should already be prepared to hurry up and wait. You have to be on time. That's number one.
Hurry up and wait. I like that.
I don't care if everybody else is late. You want to be on time. And that, that's your duty to be on time as an extra, because you never know when you're going to get pulled, because sometimes you could get pulled to be a principal just because you're there. You could get pulled to be in certain shots that nobody else was in just because you're there.
Yeah, right.
And that happened to me several times.
Okay.
I got pulled to the front in the movie, the series Dope Thief. I got pulled a couple times, like, to the front, like,
Right.
so that's a lot of camera time, and I'm just there, for the background. So it's a hurry up and wait. Depending on the budget, you get fed well.
Right.
You have to be responsive. You have to pay attention because there are different actions that they're requesting, and you have to be on point. You cannot mess up a shot. Because if you mess up a shot being an extra and they got to do a take, and it's like, okay,
Oh,
we're
yeah.
going to look at you and we may not ever use you again.
Right. Yep.
So it's very
Pay attention.
important to follow directions, pay attention, and just know it's a hurry up and wait.
Okay. So what about you, Tammy? I know you've been on set as extras. Is it a long time sometime that you're actually talking about just sitting around waiting?
I can tell you about my very first time that I was on set. It was back in 2011. Someone called me up about being on the set of a Charles Dutton movie.
Oh, okay.
Black
Rock.
Thought,
Rock.
Trina. Oh, yeah. It was a lot of big names down there. So I was excited. And I went down there 8 o'clock in the morning. Didn't get home till 12 o'clock at night.
Wow.
And
That's really all
I
day.
had to come back the next day. So then they cast for a winter scene. It's 95 degrees outside. So now I got on a fur coat,
Oh my gosh.
on high boots and jeans, and and I'm coming outside, and people looking at me like, "Why you got a fur coat on?" Mind your business.
Right, mind your
I'm
business.
on my way to on set. But I guess for me, it was long days, but it was interesting because you're meeting new people, you're making friends, you're rubbing elbows with the actors. Pleasure P was there. I had the pleasure, no pun intended, to sit and talk with him and ask some questions, about Pretty Ricky and it was a Michael Jackson impersonator there. It was just
Got
so
fun,
many
right?
different people and just mingling with everybody. But I think what did it for me was it was exciting. And I was like, I can get used to this.
Right.
First thing I started thinking was, oh, wow, Beyonce got to go through this? Is this,
right.
It just started making me think of that. And it's like, okay, so what if you really, this is your life? Can you get
All the
used
time,
to this?
yeah.
But I think what really grinds my gears is people who don't listen, chitter chatter. Well, why they eating over there and why, just all of the, dang, I'm tired of being here. Then why are you here?
Right.
I know my facial expression say it if my mouth don't.
Right.
When I got cast into Church Girls, I snuck out of work and wound up and didn't know I was going to wind up on stage that night. So it was exciting to be around some big names. Oh gosh, I'm can't remember right now. But anyway, Demetria McKinney, a lot of other people.
Right.
So anyway, but being around some of those big names and being with them and just seeing how things are on set. The only thing I didn't like was how come, they treat them better than the background cast. How come we can't eat the same thing they're eating? Or they set off to the side and fancy and we just
separation,
thrown to the side like this? Why they got a nice dressing room?
That's the budget talking. That's the budget talking.
But I mean, but it still made me appreciate things
Right.
because you got to start somewhere.
So I real quickly, I got a chance to work with y'all as extras, and we did Lukeman's lesson of this past summer,
Yes.
and I got to see the wardrobe build up and y'all getting dressed and all that. It's a long process before we actually started saying, let's roll. Like that whole startup process for extras, I take my hat off for that. It's amazing. Y'all did great, by the way,
Thank
too.
you.
But yeah.
Thank you.
great.
I enjoyed that.
Me too.
So
Really
yeah.
did.
So what kind of roles are y'all looking for to play in the future? I know y'all have a checkoff list. Y'all got to.
Yes.
What's a role you would like to play in the future that you haven't done?
Superhero.
Oh, okay.
That's one of my things. I always tell. Shout out to Nakia Dillon. I always tell Nakia like I want to be a superhero.
Put somebody in a chokehold. That's all she want to do.
I want to be a superhero.
Cut somebody. What about you, Tammy?
Oh man. I want to try several things. I maybe a superhero sounds.
The question
fun.
was a role. So no, I'm playing. Go ahead.
I don't know. If I had to say a role, I don't know. Maybe a one-woman show.
Oh,
I've seen
okay.
somebody do that before, and it was excellent. I mean, they played every role.
That's
and I thought
interesting,
That
yeah.
was decent. So I wouldn't mind doing it. And I believe, when I was younger. All right, I'm gonna tell y'all a secret. When I was younger, I'm an only child. I had a whole family of brothers and sisters. They were imaginary, but they were my brothers and sisters. So I believe that brought me into it because I couldn't treat one sister the way that I treated another sister. They all had personalities. And I know y'all probably like, woo, but you know what? It's okay because it brings me to where I am now. So I believe I could do a one-woman show. I had to play with my dolls. I had to play as the mother, had to play as the aunt, had to play as the teacher.
So let me stop you real quick because this is going to be your first chance to be a therapist. After we cut this show, you're going to talk to her about her imaginary thing going on. But yeah, I got to bring this show to an end. 30 minutes go by quick. I thank y'all so much for the knowledge that y'all dropped today and being a part of the show today. Once again, this is April. This is Tammy that's here with me today. I thank y'all for watching the Industry Show. I am James Winborn, and thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.